APC's seal 2027 deal as Jamilu Ishako government emerged consensus governorship candidate in Gombe State. Police intensify community policing to tackle youth vices in Gombe. Agrisal moved to transform Nasara Forest into research and tourism hub. Good evening, welcome to 25 News. My name is Baba Abubakar with the full detail of the bulletin. The All Progressive Congress APC in Gombe State has adopted Dr. Jamil Isiaka Gomna as its consensus governorship candidate for the 2027 general election. The decision was reached at an enlarged stakeholder meeting presided over by Governor Muhammad Inuaya, whereas the party also ratified consensus candidate for the 3 senatorial districts, 6 House of Representatives, and all 24 states assembly constituency. The meeting was attended by aspirant party executive elder and North-East zonal official. The move followed intensive consultation led by Gomna aimed at strengthening unity, reducing internal dispute, and positioning the party ahead of the general election. Other consensus senatorial districts include Gombe Central, Mohammed Ahmed Deba, Gombe South, Jerry Damara, Gombe North, Mohammed Inwayahaya, House of Representatives Akko Usman Bello Kumo, Yamal Tideba, Bello Inwa Garba, Balanga Belliri, Ali Isa Jesi, Kaltungo Shongon Fatima Binta Bello, Gombe Kwamifuna Kaje Saddam Bello, Tukunafada Jamilu Shabiwa. The announcement was made in a statement by the Director of Press, Government House, Ismaila Oba Niseli. The overseer of the local government area, Mala Adamu Jildero, has all intended pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia to be good ambassador to their community and Nigeria at large. During a farewell at the 2026 intended pilgrimage held at the council secretariat, the chairman advised the pilgrim to strictly adhere to the rule and regulation guiding the Hajj operation. Malan Jilderu cautions them against taking prohibited drugs to the Holy Land and when against engaging in street currency stand, urging them to use only a fruit channel. In his address, the annual Hajj of the local government, Al-Haji Salisu Isa Mukaddam, urged the pilgrimage to be law-abiding and conduct themselves responsible throughout their stay in the Holy Land. In a remark, the Deputy Head of Department, Environmental and Sanitation, Mala Abdullahi Adamu Shabiwa, called on the pilgrimage to remain fair and united and advise them to move in group rather than individual, and to apply the knowledge gained during the Hajj orientation exercise. The Gombe State Commissioner of Police, CP Umar Ahmed Chuso, has reaffirmed the command commitment to tackle social vices among youth through productive policing and strengthen community engagement. Ahmed Chuso studied during a community engagement and sensitization lecture team combating drug abuse, torture and enhancing communities' safety through proactive policing held at the International Hotel Gombe. CP Umar Ahmed Chuso explained that the police command is in strong collaboration with religious leader, traditional ruler, community leader, and other stakeholders to strengthen crime prevention and improve security across the state.
With attendant heightened political activities, I urge our religious leaders and faith-based organizations to preach against this twin evil. Parents and guardians should rise up to their social responsibility of parenting these impressionable young adults and steer them onto the path of moral rectitude.
In Zagudulu message, the chairman of Christian Association, Khan, Reverend Joseph Alfonso Shinga, the chairman of Jamaat Nasr Islam, Alhaji Saleh Amburan, and Ibrahim Yusuf pledged their support to the police initiative. They expressed commitment to curbing drug abuse, torture, and other social vices while calling for increased deployment of security personnel to such area to enhance public safety. Although speaking, the Wazir Yariman Gombe Alhaji Hamari commended the Commissioner of Police for organizing the engagement program described as a battle addressing insecurity. He noted that drug abuse among youth contribute to unemployment and other social societal challenge and called for collective action to tackle the menace.
out of school. Coupled with what? Unemployment. We are people of Nigeria, we are Nigerians.
It is the third engagement program under CP2 leadership. They call for stronger synergy among stakeholders and caution against selective justice in the fight against social biases. It also commends the Divisional Police Officer of Pantami Division for his effort and urged intensified action against criminal activities. In a paper presentation, security expert Dr. Adam Ahmed, Senior Special Assistant on Research and Documentation to Governor Inwai Haya, delivered a lecture on the role of community in proactive policing. Another presentation was delivered by the Commander of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Gombe Third Command, presented by Zakari, titled Combating Drug Abuse, Causing Effect, Prevention and the Role of Community. They stress the importance of collective effort through community policing, information sharing, and improved collaboration among foreign community leaders and security agencies, calling for urgent measures to address the crime. They also observed that societal influence, including political and social factors, contribute to youth involvement in substance abuse. Question and answer session, commendation and contribution feature at the event. The overseer of Balanga local government, Malang Adamu Ado, has called on intending pilgrims for the area to be good ambassador of Nigeria while at the Holy Land. In a press statement from Afolo Capital Information Officer, Balanga local government indicated that the overseer, who was represented by Malam Muhammad Babu Talasi, made the call during a private address to the pilgrim at the local government secretary ahead of the 2026 Hajj exercise. He urged the pilgrim to conduct themselves responsible and avoid any action that could tarnish the image of the community and the country at large. Malang Ado also cautioned them against unsafe practice, including indiscriminate eating habit and engaging in street currency exchange. He disclosed that a total of 46 pilgrims from Balanga local government will perform this year Hajj and pray for his free pilgrim. In his welcome address, the Amir Hajj of Balanga local government, Haji Usman Abubakar Ahmed, appraised the support of the overseer Mala Adamu Ado and the overseer of Balanga South, Mrs. Sarah Anjuma, for providing logistics for the pilgrimage. And also advised the pilgrim to remain law-abiding and to pray for peace and stability in Nigeria while in the Holy Land. The Gombesa Crystal Project says it will sustain effort to deploy Nasara Forest into a center of research and tourism. Correspondent Halil Mohammed Teli completes the report.
The State Project Coordinator, Dr. Sani Adamujoro, made this known during the commissioning and handover of facilities provided by ACRISAL for the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps Agro Rangers Unit in Kodom, a multi-developmental government area. Dr. Joro explained that the project was executed on the directive of Governor Muhammad Inwai Haya, who emphasized the need to provide all necessary support to strengthen security in Kanao Forest.
Kanao Forest should be among the frontline projects that you are supposed to concentrate on the improvement. And to the glory of Almighty, His Excellency Muhammad Inwai Haya has remained consistent in pursue and follow up seamless implementation of Kanao Forest in terms of restoring it to its olden days glories. So it attracted attention within and outside the country. A lot of students, both undergraduate and postgraduate students with their lecturers are coming here for research. A lot of people are coming here for recreational activities. So that is why, again, when we commenced the implementation of ACRISAL, he directed and planned approval expressly and follow up to ensure that we have done all the needful in terms of making this location to be a full-place recreational facilities that will support like the establishment of park.
He said they will continue to give sustained attention to Nasara Forest until it becomes a center for research and tourism. In his remark, the Commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Gombe State Command, Idris Jibril, expressed appreciation to ACRISAL for the initiative and commended Governor Inwai Haya for his political will and consistent support toward the success of the project.
My 1 year in Gombe State, and through the support of ACRISAL, and the Executive Governor of Gombe State, Alhaji Inoyahaya, Amajan Gombe, were able to get this state-of-the-art agro rangers base station that will enhance the performance of our officers in the protection of natural endowment in Gombe State.
He assured that the Corps will intensify effort to strengthen security in Kanal Forest. Meanwhile, while presenting the keys of the facility and 2 motorcycles donated to the Nigerian Security Defense Corps, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Environment, Water Resources and Forestry, Mohammed Bello Abubakar, praised the Akrisal project coordinator for his foresight and commitment. Also speaking, the district head of Cordon, Al-Hassan Abubakar, acknowledged the numerous developmental contributions of Akrisal in the area. He pledged the community's support to security agencies, particularly the NSCDC, to ensure the protection of the forest and surrounding communities. As a mark of appreciation, the district head conferred on Dr. Sani Adamu Joro, traditional title of Wakilin Raya Karkarar Kwadam. Responding on behalf of staff, the communication officer of Akrisal, Richard James, expressed gratitude for the honor bestowed on the project coordinator. The initiative is part of broader efforts to enhance environmental sustainability and improve security across forest zones in Gombe State. For GMC News, Halil Muhammad Teli reporting.
Thank you, Halil Mohammed Teli. Thousands of supporters in the local government area on Sunday celebrated the emergence of Alhaji Jamilu Ahmed Shabiwa as the All Progressive Consensus candidate for the Dukuna for the federal constituency seat in the National Assembly. Our correspondent reported that jubilant supporters flooded Major Street in Duku town, riding motorcycle, singing solidarity song and expressing excitement over the party choice. The supporter commended Governor Muhammad Inouye and the other AP stockholder for the selection of Shabiwa, described his emergence as well-deserved. Speaking with journalists during the celebration, some supporters pledged their commitment to ensuring the victory of Jamil Ahmed Shabiwa and the other APC candidate in the 2007 general election. The development comes as political party intensify preparation ahead of the 2027 general election. A special Thanksgiving service has been held in honor of the outgoing chairperson of the local government, Dr. Egla Idris. The event took place at her hometown at Amuta, at Ekwa Amutan local church under Sansani LCC, DCC, attracting a diverse gathering of Muslim, Christian, religious ruler and political stakeholder. Correspondent Irimedan Megua has the detail of the report.
Delivering a sermon from the Gospel of Luke chapter 17 verses 11 to 19 on the theme, God deserves our thanksgiving, the minister in charge of the church, Reverend Shemaidula, said the service was organized to appreciate God for the successful tenure of Dr. Ekla Idris. He referenced the story of the 10 lepers healed by Jesus, noting that only one returns to give thanks and stress the importance of gratitude in all circumstances. In separate remarks, Reverend Maidula and the Dagaching Amuta Pai, represented by Mr. Joro Magajinameli, expressed appreciation to Gombe State Governor Muhammad Inouye for appointing Dr. Ekla Idris to lead Biliri local government area. They commended the developmental strides recorded in Amuta and across the local government and appealed for her consideration for further responsibilities.
Naga ayyuka da mama ta yi a wannan yankinmu na Biliri local government. Naga da ce ya dace a matsayinmu na wannan wuri na SC na Amuda yadda aka haifi mama. Mu yi shaidar godiya ta musamman ma gwamna domin wannan aiki da ya karama mama.
A yadda Ubangiji Allah ya yi aikin Allahntakansa ta wurin gwamnanmu na Gombe mai tausayi. Ina sake kiran gwamna da manufan cewa ya kara irin wannan angan nisa. Mamanmu yanzu haka ta yi rarrafe ne, bata ma san anya da shiga da fita ba. Amma saboda gwamna ya ɗauko ta da ga irin yadda take ciki, to a yanzu ta yi primary school. To muna so a sake ɗauko ta ta zo ta yi secondary school.
Speaking on behalf of the Amuta Traditional Council, the Jaurong Amuta, Mr. Wayas Kiriki Amuta, alongside Mr. Umaru Alkali, described Dr. Idris as a worthy ambassador of the community and prayed for greater success in her future endeavors. Also speaking, Alhaji Magaji Adamu Amuta, representing recent decampees to the APC, and youth representative Mr. Marshal Samaila, said her leadership has strengthened the party's presence in Biliri and Gombe State. They urged supporters and youths to remain united and committed ahead of the 2027 general elections.
Mun gode wa Allah, mun gode wa mamanmu, Madam Idris, ta yi mana shoshi, ta yi mana masallaci a garin nan Abuja. Kasuwan Billiri ta gera shi na tudun hatsi. Magabarta ta gera ba bambanci ba komai.
Wa Allah mun gode. Da irin da zaman da matasan Amuta suka yi da mama, mun yi tafiya tare da ita, mun ji dadinta, ta ji dadinmu, muna biyayya da ita bisa ga kiraye da take mana. Tana ba mu shawarwari da kan abin da za mu kiyaye shi, abin da ya shafi doka muna kiyayewa, kuma mun gode mata, muna sake gode mata.
On behalf of the women and widows, Mrs. Rabi Muhammad and Mrs. Eunice Umaru commended Dr. Idris for prioritizing women's empowerment and welfare during her administration. They called on the state government to further recognize and reward her contributions. The service featured song ministrations by various groups, including the Children's Ministry, Women Fellowship, Youth Band, among others. Reporting for GMC News, I'm Daniel Irmia Maigwa.
To end the news, the recap of the major item. You heard that the All Progressive Congress in Gombe State has adopted Dr. Jamil Ishaku Gomna as its consensus ownership candidate for the 2027 general election. A decision was reached at a large stakeholder meeting presided over by Governor Mohammed Inwaya, with the party leader also ratifying consensus candidate for all central seat House of Representative position and the 24 House of Assembly constituency. We also brought to you that the Gombe State Commissioner of Police, CP Umar Ahmed Chuso, has reaffirmed the command commitment to combating social vices among youth through proactive policing and strengthening community engagement. He made this known during a sensitization lecture on drug abuse, surgery, and community safety held in Gombe. And finally, the Gombe State Agriculture Project was reaffirmed its commitment to developing Nasara Forest into a center for research and tourism as part of effort to enhance environmental sustainability and security. State Project Coordinator Dr. Sani Adamujori made this known during the commission and handover of facility to the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps Agro Rangers Unit in Kwadong, Yamal to the local government area. That's the news to end the news. Thank you for listening.